or they care more about people to know that they're married. They had a beautiful wedding. Oh,
Which
my
nothing,
husband looked good on my
yeah,
girlfriend or wife looked good.
nothing's wrong with that.
I have a big ring on my finger, etc. Yes, I actually know something is wrong with that if that's your purpose of a wedding.
Yeah, obviously if that's your purpose, but it's not wrong if people do that if they're
It's nothing.
genuinely in love.
Yeah. Hello, world. My name is Tristan.
My name is Kimmy.
And you're now listening to Join
the Conversation Podcast.
Welcome to episode 3 of Join the Conversation Podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Tristan.
My name is Kimmy.
And on today's episode, the topic will be about is marriage becoming extinct. But before that, here's a quick recap of last week's episode. We didn't have no resources. We didn't have no programs. We didn't have nothing really. I mean, we had some programs, but
it's not at the same level as it would be, say, if a student here in Charleston.
Yeah, it's completely different. So, Kimmy, what do you think about marriage?
I think marriage, in a way, is just a piece of paper, but it's also, I guess you're signing a contract, an agreement of you two. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like, people just have a different, look into it. Because getting married nowadays is like everybody's getting married so quick. But then not a lot of people go and stay married. That didn't make sense. Stay married for longer than 5 years.
Yeah. So basically.
So it's like those type of people are kind of giving it a bad rap now of getting married. Does that make sense?
It does.
What do you think?
I mean, ultimately, I think marriage is based and stem off of whatever religion you're into, mostly.
True.
But let's say we take religion out of it. I think marriage is basically just a piece of paper. Ultimately, it's just a piece of paper because I feel like, of course, like I said, if you're taking religion out of it, if you just think about it, what is marriage?
Yeah.
Like,
I think marriage is a commitment.
I mean, yeah.
A permanent commitment between two people.
Yeah, it's a commitment between two people, but those two people don't need no paper or certificate to just state that they're married. It should be an agreement between those two people to basically love each other and
till death do them apart.
Yeah, till death do them apart.
But I feel like
etc.
Just that piece of paper, a lot of girls. Well, I guess it's not just women. I don't know, but a lot of women, just but like put so much. What's that word called?
Emphasis.
No. They put so much pressure on the man to propose to them because they want to say, oh yeah, look, I'm married, I'm engaged, blah, 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 blah. Like, from that show that we were watching, Temptation Island.
Yeah.
Casey, I don't know if y'all watch Temptation Island, but that show was good. Y'all need to watch that. But no, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
You can watch the show and you tell us how you think about it. But, so, they went into the show because, she wants to get married and he's not ready yet. They've been together for such a long time, yada, yada, yada. And then he ends up leaving her for another girl. And then the funny part is he ends up proposing to that girl after only knowing her for that period of them being on the island. So it's kind of weird because the more you force it on somebody, the idea of marrying you, like that's kind of pushing, I don't know, it's not necessarily pushing them away, but it's just like you're nagging them.
Yeah, basically what you're saying, and to clarify what you're saying, is that you're just mainly focusing on
the
piece of paper, and you can't basically force nobody, because if you force somebody to marry you, like whether you're a female or a male, and you're forcing somebody who may not be ready to marry you, you may potentially lose that person.
Yeah. It's not even that they're not ready to marry you, you know? Yeah. Like, if you're already living together, you have, like, you basically are one already. It's just you're so hell-bent on getting married, signing that paper, changing your last name. Yeah, that's very important because that's like, that's the legal way. That's the legal way of seeing both of y'all as one. Both of y'all are together, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that doesn't mean just because you're married, that doesn't mean y'all love each other.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people out here are getting married for just because.
Yeah.
Either it's for money or it's for a visa. There's another show called, I don't know if we've watched this, but I've seen previews of it. 50 Day Fiance.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you'll like that.
How you know I like that?
I think you'll like it. But it's like they're using someone else
Uh-huh.
to come to a different country.
That's a weird show.
Yeah, it is.
That's what. Okay.
But like, I guess it's real, like
Of
real
course it's
love,
real.
quote unquote.
Oh, real love.
But I don't know. You'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
But then there's that, or you're forced into the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Because in certain culture or religion, like you said.
Mostly religion.
Yeah. So there's different aspects of marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage or getting married does not mean the two people love each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Especially in this generation, people are like, oh, we're getting married, but then you see the other person cheating all the damn day.
I think marriage is just for show.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
It's
Not
not
I ain't gonna say that.
in a
What I mean by that is, like, most people, well, yeah, I'm gonna say that, but I don't eat it that way. So let me explain.
mm-hmm.
When I say marriage is for show, I mean more of an aspect of most people, males can also get something out of it as well, but I don't think as much as females maybe. They want to get married just to show off, their extravagant wedding and what's the word?
Proposal?
No, I'm just skip that word because it's in my mind, but I don't want to say the wrong
What is
word.
it?
Nope.
Say it.
I don't want to sound like
I
I'm not
sound
educated.
dumbass.
But basically, they just want to express to the world. They care more about people to know that they're married. They had a beautiful wedding. Oh,
Which
my
nothing-
husband looked good on my
yeah.
girlfriend, or wife looked good.
Nothing's wrong with that.
I have a big ring on my finger, etc. I actually know something is wrong with that if that's your purpose of a wedding.
Yeah, obviously if that's your purpose, but it's not wrong if people do that if they're genuinely in love.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the main focus should be that union. Like I said, it's based off of religion mostly. Like, it's based off of religion. I'll just leave it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, it's just a piece of paper. There's nothing wrong with, like from a religion standpoint, having a wedding, basically standing before God, committing to this, to the union that y'all getting ready to take oath under, if I'm saying that correct. But if you're not a religious person, it's just a piece of paper. I feel like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a wedding and stuff like that, but
I would love a wedding.
yeah, I don't. Nothing against it.
Because in my opinion, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, but it's just that my mindset's not going to be on, everybody knowing, everybody seeing, all on, it's not for the people, it's for
us, really,
yeah.
and our family and friends. And that's what I was going to say was a wedding is not necessarily for the flashy, showy stuff. It's to commemorate and celebrate the two people's love for each other and to show that, hey, I really love this person. I really want to spend the rest of my life with him or her. So I want to celebrate that with the people I'm close to.
Uh-huh.
So that's the thing. And then, what was I going to say? It's just not all about the flashy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess people would kind of judge on that, too. Especially, say, you go to a friend's wedding, and it's so extravagant. And then you're kind of stuck now, and you're like, damn, when I get married, I need to have something better than that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to get out of that mindset as well. Because you're not necessarily trying to updo each other, but once you go to a wedding, that's kind of like your, what's it called? The standard.
It's like you pick a part of somebody else's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it's something that you consider to be ass, then you feel like, oh, I got to show up. I got to make sure my shit on point,
Yeah.
etc. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, like that. But that's what most people are focused on. Not, I guess not most people, but some people are focused on that. And they lose the sight of what marriage is really about.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about signing the documents and saying I do. The phrase I do has a lot more meaning behind it.
Yeah. But yeah. I had some stuff I was just thinking, but.
And some people think that a big wedding is what makes a marriage.
Yeah.
And they'll judge you, say, if you get married, you just go to the courthouse.
Yeah.
And it's just you, your husband or your wife, and a person as a, what's it called? What's that word called? Where you're like, no, a witness.
Yeah.
Yeah. You two and a witness. That's all you really need to get married. And obviously the judge, or would it be a judge?
In theory, you don't really need a witness because I guess the judge, or not the judge, but the
whoever marries y'all.
Yeah, I don't know how it goes for the court. I don't know if it's still a preacher or anything, but
no,
that person is your witness in theory. You don't have to bring anybody.
I guess, but something like that.
Yeah.
And then if you say you got married that way, people are gonna be whispering. People.
Yeah.
People gonna be whispering, saying, "Oh man, y'all didn't get married in a chapel or had a great, wedding, big wedding. All you did was go to a courthouse." They'll judge you for that.
Yeah, I guess, and I think that's mostly why a lot of marriages don't work out, because it's not about it's not focused on what it's supposed to be about. It's more of being seen and stuff. But I guess that I don't even go into the details of that, because I guess I can save that to the last topic that we have. But so we would definitely like for you all, whether in the comments, emails, whatever, social media, whatever, let us know what you think about marriage. For sure,
Yeah.
because I would love to hear other people's opinions and thoughts on it. Whether you agree with what we said or if you don't agree.
Mm-hmm.
We would love to hear and read. So, ultimately, do you think marriage is necessary?
I think it's necessary. I can't say it's necessary.
Yeah.
But it would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we said, marriage is really something. It's the seal of commitment.
Yeah.
That's what marriage is about. It's just, I guess we can, I don't know if we would want to change that question to, is a wedding necessary?
Yeah, you could change it to that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily is marriage necessary.
Because people kind of get marriage and wedding tied up.
Yeah.
They think, oh, just because I'm getting married and I'm engaged now, I need to have this big, big wedding. And then, you lose all that love. You're just stressed out the whole entire day.
Yeah.
And you're mad at each other. You're bickering because this didn't go well. I guess some people are like that. Some people aren't, because, during that wedding time, you want to just spend time and enjoy all the hard work you put in to the event.
So changing that question to whether or not wedding is necessary. No, I don't think a wedding is necessary, but it's great to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. It's the fact that you can celebrate it with the people you care about and that care about the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not necessary.
No.
So if a female or a male goes out there and tells you, hey, if you propose to me, we need to have a big wedding, or we need to have a wedding, you don't have to have a wedding.
Actually, you need to run. Somebody, if you come across somebody that's like that, at least I'm going to speak from a guy standpoint. If I come across a female that tells me yes to marriage, but say, oh, we got to have a big wedding, we need to have this, we need to have that, we need to have elephants, giraffes, and zebras, and I'm only making, whatever X, Y, and Z amount of money, and technically I can't afford all this, and she tell me, you know, yells at me and get mad at me and say, you're gonna ruin my day, my big day, yada yada yada. I'm gonna run for the hills. I do not marry that person because that marriage will fail. I'm telling you right now. You go in. There's two things gonna come out of that. You're gonna come out in debt and broke, and you gonna come out hurt when she leaves you for something else because
for someone with more money.
Yeah, someone with more money because those are signs right there that she's not in it for you. She's in it for the show, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess the two people also need to kind of be in the same page with, like you said, money.
Yeah.
The two of them need to know where they're at a standpoint. Just because the guy is proposing, that doesn't mean it's just him paying for everything.
Mm.
Keep that in mind. Like, it's not always the guy having to provide income. Like, we ladies can work too and help out.
Shit, you want that damn big day, you better you better help out.
But I mean, it is like, and I don't like the whole, oh, I'm the bride, the day has to be about me. I find that idiotic.
Yeah, that's kind of...
The day is about...
selfish.
Yeah, it is. The day is about the two of you and your love together. It's not, I'm the bride, y'all listen to me, not them. Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's idiotic.
Yeah.
And that's just like, it's childish.
Matter of fact, this is a don't share this in the comments. I don't want to know, but it's probably just gonna make you laugh. I want you to think about someone that you may know that's like that, and tell me and think about whether or not if they still married or not. Don't you ain't gotta share it. You ain't gotta share it, but I just want you to think about that.
Wait, what?
Like, so someone that's like, let's say you have a female. That's mostly females. I don't think I ever seen a male.
It depends.
Yeah, I ain't going to that, but. Whether it's a female or a male that you know that's like that they were just so focused on their big day instead of that union. I want to know. I want you to think about whether or not now at this very point in time, whenever they got married, are they still together? I feel like the poll is going to be towards more higher for no than yes, because I feel like
we should put out a poll.
Yeah, I feel like that marriage
poll.
is not going to work. Yeah. I mean, anything can happen, anything can change.
Yeah.
But
maybe she's just, I don't know.
A person is just stuck and selfish on them. That marriage is not going to work unless you're somebody that's trying to force it to last, and it'd be like that.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
It'd be like
it's like you're just the only one working in the marriage, but it's not working.
Yeah.
But you can't give up because you signed that little document.
Divorce.
That's another thing. But that's another thing, like, a lot of people are getting divorced. It's morally common now.
Duh. So, before we jump into all of that, we're going to finally attack the main topic for this episode. And that's whether or not is marriage becoming extinct. And for me, I'm going to base this off of our generation. So, I'm going to let you open up the platform and tell me what you think.
I think it's becoming, not necessarily becoming extinct that people are not doing it. It's that it's becoming extinct because the meaning behind it has become nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's most of the time, you're not getting married because of love.
Yeah. For me, personally, like if I base it off of solely of my generation and what I'm seeing now today, I'm going to say that it is becoming extinct. It's slowly becoming extinct because if you just look around, you got 40, 50, 60, I'm not going to say 60, but 30, 40, 50-year-old people.
62. Your mama's 60-something.
She's married. That's different. She's
you're talking
old
okay.
school.
Good.
But 34, well, that's still old school too. But I'm going to say you have 30, 40. I'm going to say you got 30, 40 year old men and women out there still thinking that they're in their teenage years bullshitting, basically.
Yeah.
They out here just want to run around with different women.
I agree with
they
that.
got no focus on their mindset is not sitting down. It's just about bullshit.
Fooling around.
Yeah, being just dumb shit. So, and And I mean, shit, you can look on social media. I'm sorry to curse so much, but you can just look on social media. Like, all you see is dumb shit. All you see is you always see some drama, whether somebody done got into the fight over somebody cheating or somebody girl or man that got exposed. It's like you barely see any relationships nowadays. And I feel like, and this is, I'm gonna say this, because we're in the age of social media and technology. Um, if you like a relationship end up becoming goals, and like say if a person puts their relationship out there and it becomes
Hashtag relationship
a
goals.
media thing where now everyone is focused on that person relationship. And a lot of the time, I'm gonna just say, a lot of times it be their faults that it happens, but because they want to, they're too focused on being seen and money and stuff that they, you know, ultimately though, what I'm saying is, what happens is those individuals end up breaking up, and they not your goals no more. Now they hate each other, or you know,
YouTube couples.
yeah, especially there's a lot of YouTube couples. Just think about it. Like, look at it. A lot of these people that were your goals, now what are they? They're not even together now.
Yeah.
So,
not saying all of them are like that though. It's just
yeah,
for the most part, that's how it seems to be.
yeah. I feel like the moment that you kind of put yourself out there, social media wise, and if you're not a strong person individually and together, have that strong relationship and et cetera, et cetera, then you're gonna be fine. Well, or if you have all that, you're gonna be fine. But if you don't, you fuck. Your relationship is just gonna fall apart. So for me, like I said, based off of this generation and what I'm seeing, whether it's social media or witness every day as I walk outside, become a part of the world, not cooped up in the house. You see the same thing. I don't know.
I tell you, I feel like marriage nowadays is not lasting as long as it did then.
Yeah.
You can talk to old folks nowadays and be like, yeah, I've been married for 30 plus years.
Yeah,
and then you talk to middle aged people, yeah, I had 2 divorces. I had this and that. But like, hey, I'm not like throwing shade out there on any of y'all. If you have had divorces, your issue or your situation might be completely different. You might have gotten you might have gotten a divorce because you were abused or you just weren't happy or whatever. Like it may be. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying sometimes people get into marriage without taking into consideration how hard it can be being married.
Yeah.
Because first off, if you guys weren't living together before you got married, you don't know how it's going to work out living with that person.
Yeah.
And if you don't know their habits that well yet. Yes, y'all may have been together for so many amount of years, but you don't know their habits yet. Yeah. So if he farts every day under the covers, you don't know that yet because you haven't lived with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pointing fingers.
Shut the hell up.
But
my phone fell.
But that is something to take into consideration. You don't know the little quirks they have yet. Or you may jump into it really quick. And then you're just like, oh, damn, this ain't something what I want. Yeah. I want out. But people see divorce or they see it as, I'm going to try this person, be married with them, and then I don't like you anymore, I'm going to divorce you. Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah. It's weird to say.
It is weird to say because a lot of people, they've already... I know in the comments, y'all probably going to bash me for what I say because y'all do have your own reasons of why you get divorced.
But you don't read it in that. You're not trying to say divorce is bad.
No, it's not because you need it. Yeah, if you need it, go for it. I'm not telling you not to get a divorce.
Yeah, stuff happened in marriage. People can change, so
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with divorce. But what I'm ultimately, at least what I'm getting at. I mean, I'm pretty sure what you're getting at as well. But what we're getting at is that um, like marriage isn't lasting. If overall marriage isn't lasting, especially
Nowadays.
nowadays, especially compared, and that's a good thing that you brought it up because that's what I mean by compared to back in the day. Like
She's been married for
my
more than
mom's
30 plus years.
yeah.
She told me that.
Yeah, so they've been together for a little minute, a hot little minute, 30 something plus years. I don't think.
So
I can
has
deal
my
with you,
grandparents.
huh? What you say?
You said you can't deal with me for that
I just playing, but
And that's the thing too. I saw a post out there on Facebook, saying you marry someone at 19, you're not marrying the same person, or you're not stuck with the same person.
Yeah.
People are evolving throughout their life.
People
It's
mature
just-
or they don't mature.
Yeah, but it's when you sign that paper, when you say I do, you're making that commitment, even if they change, even if because stuff does happen in life. People change, people find themselves. And I was coming back to the post I read. They said she was something at 19. Then she was a cook at 29. She was a designer. I'm making this stuff up because I forgot what it said. But it said a lot of different ages. And he's saying a bunch of things like her different hobbies, her different personalities, her different stuff about her that has changed over time. And he said, I didn't marry the same woman I married when I was 19. She's this now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's you making that commitment saying, hey, you may change over time in our marriage, but I'm not leaving you.
Yeah.
Like, this is it for the, ride or die.
But I mean, if you get married at 19, you got to understand that you don't got it all at 19. Like somebody,
No.
y'all probably still immature and.
But some people do make it work.
Yeah, you can make it work, but let's say, like for us, let's say we got married at I'm only 22, you're 20.
I'm about to be 21.
Little baby.
I'm about to be
But
21.
anyway, let's say we get married now. Well, let's say we met at 18. We got married. Well, I wouldn't be 18.
17.
Yeah, 17.
I was 17, you're 18.
I'm 2 years old.
No, technically one.
I just play, but no, that's technically 2.
It's one.
You about to turn 21 when you.
Okay, but I was born November 24, 1998. You were born January 10, 1997.
You about to turn 21, and then I'm gonna be on turn 23. So you might want to.
Whatever.
Anyway, let's say let's just say you're 17, I'm 18, whatever. We get married.
Ooh.
Let's say you
I'm
mature.
underage, sir.
Alright, let's say. Shut up. Y'all know what I mean. Shit. Let's say you 18, I'm 19, and you get your stuff together and you mature. And in theory, you mature. You mature, and I'm damn near still the same. That could become a headache for somebody. Like when you start once you hit that little stage where you start maturing and you see someone like all
The one
that
you're
little corny ass shit you used to do, and the person you with still doing the same corny ass shit.
I do corny stuff.
No, I'm talking about let's say they just bullshit. That's just gonna bother you and stuff. But
They're acting like a child.
Basically overall though, what I'm saying is. You just gotta to make it work. If it's a situation like that, and you're that young. You just got to realize
what you're getting into.
Yeah, not only that, but people mature at different ages and different times.
Yeah.
That's what I'm ultimately trying to say. I don't know. I said too much. Yeah. But.
Yeah, people do age at different times. People mature at different times. But the thing is, as soon as you start thinking about marriage, you need to internally think, okay, am I making this decision, or am I thinking about every aspect of our relationship?
Yeah.
Do we see eye to eye with financial stuff?
Mm.
Do we have the same goals in life? Do we have the same dreams? Yada, yada, yada. Because for us, for the most part, we have pretty much almost the same exact goals.
Yeah, pretty much.
Our goals and then our financial goals are there as well. And then we want to travel. We have that same... Because what if you don't know this because, you all have only been together for X amount of years or months.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my God, I totally love him. I'm going to marry him. But then you don't think about, like, y'all, his goals. You got to take that into consideration, because as soon as y'all married, those aren't just his own goals. Yes, it's his goals, but ultimately you're helping him to get into that goal.
Yeah, your goals become my goals, and my goals become your goals.
Yeah.
In theory.
That's how you need to see it. But sometimes people see it as, oh, that's your own thing. You do that on your own. But that's not how it goes. In a marriage, y'all are one. You help each other out, get to where you want to be. Yeah. And then, so what I was saying was, say I'm with someone and they want to travel, but I don't. That's not really going to work, because y'all don't really have the same, you don't see eye to eye. Or say, I don't want to work, you work. And the guy's just like, excuse me? That's not going to work. So you just need to basically think through it.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it may be amazing right now, because y'all in the honeymoon phase. Mm-hmm. People say it. You don't see the whole big picture. You need to see the big picture first before you commit to something that big. Marriage is not just saying I do and having a wedding.
Yeah.
It's committing yourself to somebody.
You got to tough it out through the good and bad.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some bad, but you just gotta make it work.
But that's just part of life.
Yeah.
Like, you made that choice to stay with that person. So no matter how bad it'll get, obviously leave if you're getting abused and all that. But, like, if it's just little stuff that you can get through and you know that you can get through it with that person, push through it. Because there's no, like, it's a great feeling to have. Not to say I know the experience, but just hearing your mom talk about it, honestly. Saying, yeah, we've been married for 30 plus years. And for a fact they've had their rough times.
It's just dumb.
So, yeah. So, it's like, you really just have to toughen it out. You need to love that person and care about that person genuinely for you to even have that marriage work out.
Overall, though, I feel like you should don't rush your marriage. Always get to know a person prior. And this next thing I'm going to say is really based off religion as well, because, I'm not going to go into details, but depending on whatever you believe, I'll put it that way, I suggest living with a person, before, definitely that step before marriage. I think
most Christians don't do that.
Yeah, that's why, like I said, it's based off of what religion you're in, or what you believe or whatever. I just say overall belief. It's just, I think, like, for us, we live together, so we know how it is, and, like, we good. Like, I know what you do, you know what I do, So I think that's a big, because a lot of people,
we know our habits already.
Yeah, so for, like, especially for religion, like, well, not especially for religion, but for people who, not into living with someone, basically, like my mama say, shacking up. I feel like, for me, situations like that kind of end up falling apart, because you never live with this person. You don't know what this person's habit is and what they do, stuff like that, they routine. And then y'all get married, then y'all go buy a house, live together, and then you realize this person got some weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like, their routines is kind of like, you're not used to this, and that you might be, you might fall off of that, or from that, and end up being like, oh, I'm calling it quits. I don't want to. I don't want to do this.
You figure out they're nasty as hell.
Yeah. Realize, damn, Jack leave drawers on the floor every fucking night or some shit. But I'm just going to encourage living together.
I do too.
Prior to marriage.
And that's not, spending the night and all that.
Yeah. Because
that's different. If you spend the night, they're probably going to clean up,
they're gonna
fix
fake
it.
You got to catch them in the dirty. You got to catch them when they come home tired from work.
Stink as hell.
Fuck about getting to bed unwashed.
So that's the type of stuff you need to look out for. You never know.
Yeah.
But we do fine together, living together for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's not like we ended up living together and then I find something like he does that's totally disgusting to where it's like, all right, I'm out, peace. You deal with that shit. I would hope to, like, just to save your ass, live together first so you get to really know the person first.
You come home and fucking got a peeing in the bed problem. So you tell me you gonna stick it. You gonna be able to put up with that after the fact y'all done got married and y'all just living together? Man,
He pee in his bed.
I promote at least living together or something like that.
It just helps you get to know the person too.
Yeah, it makes the relationship grow stronger. I put it that way.
Yeah.
And then once y'all get married, ain't no issue. Like, you already know this person.
You're just chilling.
All you're doing is signing the paper, making that oath to God, depending on your religion or what your beliefs is.
And sharing that special moment, like we said, with your friends and family.
Yeah.
It's not about the flashy.
Yeah. I mean, overall, if you think about it, if y'all committed to each other, shit, y'all already married when you think about it. It's all.
And honest to God, yeah.
Yeah, when you think about it.
Like, one time, a lot of people ask us if we're married already. And then we just look at each other like, no?
Yeah, no.
But I feel like, it's not about, like, I don't know what to say. It's not about standing in front of a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. As long as you two, he and he, she and she, he and she, make that commitment with each other.
Yeah.
That's all you really need.
Yeah. Whatever your purpose is,
Yeah.
Don't fucking matter.
It don't. As long as you two love each other and you committed to each other and you two are on the same page, you've talked about goals, you've talked about, like, that's the thing too. Y'all two need to talk about not just what your plan is for now. You need to talk about your plan in 5 years and 10 years, You need to talk about all that. Because, like, you're not going to have a future if you don't think about that type of stuff. Yeah. We have our own goals individually. Like we said, we have our own goals, but then we help each other get to that goal. Mm-hmm. And then we have our goal together that we hold each other accountable for. Mm-hmm. Like, he needs to do his end, and I need to do my end for our goal to happen. So that's the type of stuff you really need to keep in mind before proposing to someone and before saying yes to someone's proposal. Mm-hmm. Like, I get it. You might want to say, I do, because you're totally in love with him, but if you know you're not ready, don't say it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you say yes, that's it.
And if you get proposed to in a crowd, don't do the man's like that. Or I'm gonna speak from a guy standpoint. Don't tell my man no in front of a crowd. Don't break his heart. If you ain't ready, just say yes for that moment, and then behind the scenes, you just tell him, I'm not ready. I be seeing so many videos. Dudes get so hurt, bro. That's why I say marriage becoming extinct. Ain't no guy want to go through that like that, man.
You gotta go to therapy for that.
That'll scar you for the rest of your life. I don't know, man. Yeah. You got anything else? I ain't got nothing else.
No, that's about it.
I've been sitting here this entire time rubbing my I don't know what it is. My allergies or something. My eyeball about to fall out. My nose is burning. I don't know.
You've been good, though. You haven't sniffled.
I'm on my way out. It's all right. I don't know.
But yeah.
Oh.
No. That's about it. Just, for the most part, keep your head straight.
Yeah. Just
think first before you think with your head before you think with your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Oh.
But
I like that.
Are you screaming?
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I get loud when I'm excited.
Anyway. We hope you enjoy this episode of Join the Conversation podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Tristan.
My name is Kimmy.
And please share, leave a comment, leave your thoughts, etc., etc. We got so many more topics on the way. We finally made it under, I think, at least an hour.
Yeah.
So we getting there. We getting there. I don't know what
Feel
else.
free to share our episodes too with your friends and family if you
Yes.
like our topics.
Yes.
And don't forget to just email us. Our email will be somewhere where you
Description
can
and
reach
all
us.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think, your opinions about the topic, and tell us any topics you would like for us to talk about. That's basically it.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. We are your host. My name is
You already
Tristan.
said that.
We are your host. My name is Tristan.
My name is Kimmy.
And thank you for tuning in.